tell me this is all for nothing. I can only tell you one thing. On the nights you feel outnumbered, baby, I'll be out there somewhere. I see everything you can be. I see the beauty that you can't see. On the nights you feel outnumbered, baby, I'll be out there somewhere. I could have showed you all the scars at the start, but that was always the most difficult part. See, I'm in love with how your soul's a mix of chaos and art, how you never try to keep them apart. I wrote some words and then I stared at my feet, became a coward when I needed to speak. I guess love took on a different kind of meaning for me, so when I go, just know it kills me to leave. To all the stars that light the road, don't ever leave that girl so cold. Never let me down, just lead me home. Don't tell me this is all for nothing. I can only tell you one thing. On the nights you feel outnumbered, baby, I'll be out there somewhere. I see everything you can be. I see the beauty that you can't see. On the nights you feel outnumbered, baby, I'll be out there somewhere. But there's beauty here that's yet to depart, and there's still a song inside the halls in the dark. And I'll come for you if you just stay where you are, and I'll always hold your hand in the car. There'll be days when it's difficult, but I ask you to never leave behind the reciprocal. We're past that. Love's not designed for the cynical, so we have that. We can have that. To all the stars that light the road, don't ever leave that girl so cold. Never let me down, just lead me home. Don't tell me this is all for nothing. I can only tell you one thing. On the nights you feel outnumbered, baby, I'll be out there somewhere. I see everything you can be. I see the beauty that you can't see. On the nights you feel outnumbered, baby, I'll be out there somewhere. How long can you wait for the one you deserve? Light on, never let it out, never let it out. If I'm gone, if you ever leave, I hope that you learn to fight on, to fight on. Don't tell me this is all for nothing. I can only tell you one thing. On the nights you feel outnumbered, baby, I'll be out there somewhere. I see everything you can be. I see the beauty that you can't see. On the nights you feel outnumbered, baby, I'll be out there somewhere. Baby, I'll be out there somewhere, somewhere, somewhere. Baby, I'll be out there somewhere, somewhere. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everyone can see? Yeah, you're all right? No, it's all right. Too loud now? This is a really old song that it's basically it's told from the perspective of someone who's passed away, and their message being to everybody who's left behind: don't stay sad and don't wallow in that grief for too long. It's all just a message to everybody to carry on living, and that's what they want. And of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company. And of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So raise to me a parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. No, no. And if I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town that surely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, she surely has my heart enthralled. So raise to me a parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. No, no. And of all the comrades that e'er I had, who'll be sorry for my going away? And of all the sweethearts that e'er I've known, who would bid me one more day to stay? But as it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. No, no.
Woo!
Thank you.
Want me to sneak up on you, but...
No, it's all good, yeah.
Okay, our first question is coming from Reem.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, yeah.
How's Banff?
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't see much of it, but I did the best I could.
Best you can. Do what you can.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so awesome to see your friendship with Jimmy Butler.
Right.
You guys seem to support each other across the world and go to each other's gigs.
Uh-huh.
So how did that come about?
He just posted a video of him singing Outnumbered years ago when he was in Brazil, which is the boring part. That's how I guess I got to know him. But it's funny, like, even now, say like I was doing a gig in London, just playing like 3 songs at an Irish cultural centre. It was like,
Right.
it was about this amount of people, but it was in like a conference room, and it was just 3 songs, and he came all the way across London. Like, I'm very much still kind of like, God, this is so uncool for you. And so, yeah, I think he genuinely is just a very through and through good human who doesn't care what he's doing as long as he's kind of supporting friends. And I think, you never want to do that corny thing of like just being excited because someone famous likes your music, but like truthfully, within that league, like he does kind of play in a way that I think is incredible. I think the way he approaches sport is just crazy. You know, like even being injured the latter half of the whole season, and he doesn't really talk about it. You know what I mean? And I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "There's no point." In term, like he was saying, there's no point of me like making that excuse in the press conference. He was like, the game's going to happen either way. We'll win or we'll lose, but my ankle will be sore either way. And I find that massively inspiring. You know, that he doesn't. You know, he genuinely. I've never met someone that cares less about what people think about him in my life. And I talked to him about like social media and stuff, and he was like, I do not see it. He's like, I don't care, which is amazing in sport. You know. It's like, because people have so many opinions, it's so aggressive, but yeah, just a very inspiring person. I take, you know, like there's things you can always take from sport, like similarly to that, like if my voice is killing me, there's no point me feeling sorry for myself or thinking about it, you know, because the gig's happening, so you just have to do your best. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's a good person though.
Tell me, say hi.
The next question's coming from Charlene right
Yeah.
here.
Knowing what you know now, would you change anything about your journey? And have you been able to savor most of the moments?
There's nothing I'd change. You know, the second part of your question makes a ton of sense. If I see somebody now playing to a room of like 300 people, I just hope they're present in it, you know? Because for me, like, that's the hardest thing to do, you know, is that first show in somewhere you've never been, and to get 200 to 300 people in a room, that's the hardest thing, I think. Because to this day even, like this show is very big obviously, but like to this day, I'm still building on the very first tour, you know, 100%. Like, I don't know, I guess the first time we went around it would have been just Toronto, and then maybe Montreal and Vancouver and all that kind of stuff. And I'm genuinely still on tour just following that same. And I don't mean feeling, I mean like it feels like I'm still building on, those are the building blocks that this is all built on, is those first shows. And so when I see somebody playing their first couple of shows in different cities, like if I see an English artist playing in New York, anything like that, to me it's just so exciting, because that's that moment where people are initially engaging with your music, you know what I mean? Like you never get that again, ever. And it's the most exciting thing, that's the beginning of a career. And so if there's anything I'd change, I would try and be more present throughout that period where it was just like, you know, touch wood, it was this thing where I'd put tours on sale and the venues were say 500 people and stuff, but just when we announced it just sold out straight away. And it's just this, it's like, and it's funny because there's like a mild arrogance to it as well, you know, like I expected that in a way because that's how it was going, but also I just wish, I don't know, like that's such a crazy thing to be able to do that, to have that start and to see your stuff selling out like that. So that to me is the most exciting point. But then also, to some degree, if I was enjoying that too much, I probably wouldn't have gotten myself to this point, you know? Like if I was too lost in that, then, you know, I felt impatient, I guess. But there's nothing I change, no way. No, because it's like, from, say, every single decision kind of leads you here, you know, in terms of music. I think the creative thing is what pops into my head when you ask me that, you know, like is this song okay, was that one a good idea, da-da-da. But it's like, I think it's so mad nowadays how with music it's really kind of like, oh, you release this song and then you're defined by that and that's it, and there's, you know, you can't, like, it's just nuts, you know, like you can release a pop song and then you can release just a raw acoustic thing, and one might feel better than the other, but it's like, you know, we're just trying. I haven't done this previously and this is my second go at it, you know. I'm literally doing this all for the first time, and I think to do anything interesting you potentially have to step outside your comfort zone, you know. If I made Without Fear all over again, I don't think it'd be very interesting, do you know what I mean? So I think you have to carry on trying things, and potentially sometimes you might look back and be like, oh, maybe that wasn't great, but it's just like, who cares, you know, no one died. So that's how I feel about it. I think you have to try things, yeah. Of course.
Are you guys ready for meet and greets?
Nice.
If you guys could kindly just take a step this way, make a walkway, I'd really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I'll see you in a sec, all right?
Thank you.